Yes, ma'am. RS 24050, consider a memorandum resolution accepting approximately 15 parcels totaling 63.5 acres for future park development through a prior land dedication credit to offset future parkland dedication agreement.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Mrs. Snook. Miss Snook. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is item to accept approximately 63.5 acres for future park development. The purpose of this item is approval for the acceptance of a 63.5 acres for future park development. The purpose of this item is approval for the acceptance of approximately 15 parcels totaling 63.5 acres for future park development through a prior land dedication credit to offset future parkland dedication agreement. In compliance with the Parkland Dedication Ordinance, the developer has entered into an agreement with the City of Killeen for the dedication of approximately 15 tracts totaling 63.5 acres of land in 3 locations. The Killeen Code of Ordinances, Section 26-135, Section C states, land proposed for dedication to the city under this division shall be reviewed by the Planning Director and recommended by the Parks Director. Killeen Code of Ordinances, Section 26-137D states, land proposed for dedication that is off-site from the parcel being proposed for development that is requiring it shall be located in the same park benefit zone. Rather than accepting each property's individual acreage amount, staff finds that the proposed parkland dedication meets the criteria outlined in Section 26-137 and furthers the goals and objectives as outlined in the Parks, Open Space, and Trails Master Plan. The parkland dedication sites are in 3 locations, as you can see on this map. 1 is located adjacent to the Stone Tree Golf Course, and 2 are located on the west side of Killeen off of Bunny Trail. The first parcel off of Bunny Trail is approximately 33.817 acres and has a land feature in the center known as one of the Macmillan Mountains. The second group is 1 large parcel and 7 residential lots that are located on a parcel that also has 2 sort of mountain areas that are part of the Macmillan Mountains. And then the third location is 1 large parcel and several smaller lots that is adjacent to the driving range at Stone Tree Golf Course. Option 1 is to deny the request as written, or option 2 to accept the proposed prior land dedication credit of approximately 15 parcels from Gary W. Purser Jr. on behalf of CTDC LLC developer totaling 63.5 acres for future park development in accordance with Section 26-137 of the Killeen Code of Ordinances. Parks and Recreation Department recommends acceptance of this prior land dedication credit of approximately 15 parcels totaling 63.5 acres for future park development in accordance with Section 26-137 of the Killeen Code of Ordinances.
Thank you, Madam Miss Snook. Councilmember Boyd have a question for you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam
Yes, sir.
Mayor. Actually, no questions, just a comment. I want to make a motion, but this is not that meeting. So this is a wonderful day for parks in District 4. With the vote next week, the city is prepared to take possession of a 25-acre parcel of land along Bunny Trail, along with a 35-acre parcel for dedicated future park space. We're making continual progress on the establishment of parks in West Killeen. And I know I may be the main advocate for this, but truth is the credit goes to the entire council for understanding the need and working to meet that need. I also want to say on behalf of the residents of District 4, a sincere thank you to Mr. Gary Purser, who determined to donate these tracts of land to meet this community need. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Boyd. Councilmember Gonzalez.
Thank you, and I share that same sentiment, so congratulations to District 4, City Killeen. Again, thank you to Mr. Purser as well. Now, for me, for District 1 though, the parcel that's going to be connected to the golf course is particularly of interest. And very exciting to hear. I was able to tour that facility and also speak with the director there. And so this is going to be a huge opportunity for the golf course to expand and the driving range and to make some really much needed improvements in that particular at that particular facility. So I'm very excited also for that particular option that we have coming up here for our golf course. So again, thank you for presenting this to us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gonzalez. Ms. Nook, for the golf course, what are you gonna, if the council approve this, what will we use to put on there? Will it be a park or something, or?
So we do not have specific plans for this parcel. As stated, it is adjacent to the driving range, so potentially there might be some associated use there. But there is not a specific plan for it. It would need to be master planned.
Okay, whatever the land that's donated, it would be, your decision would be based on the park's master plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, because I know they were talking about, I'm not sure if it was Councilwoman Gonzalez or Councilmember Board. They had gone, or somebody else, could have been Councilmember Everett, about more space at the golf course. So the driving range is right out there. That if it's that close to expand it, I'm not saying what to do, but that if it's that close together, that would be, an option, I guess. But they did bring it. I said something, but I can't remember it right now. Kind of fuzzy on my medication. But Councilmember Boyd, I'm assuming you're gonna clarify that for me.
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
So I went and received a update on District 4 park opportunities yesterday at the golf course and met with our wonderful parks director, our assistant city manager, and I believe Councilwoman Gonzalez had a meeting following mine, and I was also there to get a tour of the golf course because I have not had a comprehensive tour of the golf course. Not a golfer, at least not at the moment. And so we got to see those tracks this tract of land here particularly, once we made it out to the driving range. And if I'm not mistaken, our consultant with Troon, that's the name of the company if I'm not mistaken, mentioned his recommendation was to grub that back or push down much of the cedar to make additional room for the driving range, which made all the sense to me. And I think there's also an opportunity to potentially push a trail through there should imaginations go that far, but there's some clarity on that.
Thank you. And also, I don't know what you have in mind, but I also would like to hear some decisions that you and your team have made. But that's what I was thinking, so close together that it would be. But hey, that's just me, not my field, but recommendation. Councilmember Gonzalez.
Yeah, so it was actually very exciting, the possibilities. And so I think that actually raises something we'll bring up at a future meeting as far as a conversation about a master plan or some sort of business plan for maximizing our efficiency at this golf course and figuring out new ways and innovative ways. I know Ms. Snook has a lot of opportunity ideas as well to be able to do that. So I look forward to that discussion.
Yes, ma'am. So you're going to take the parks master plan and then you're going to come back to us with how we're going to use that, even though we had some recommendations on that. So,
Yes.
And it may be a motion of direction. I don't even know. So, Councilmember Boyd, somebody have a motion of direction because y'all having conversation. So if I missed something, please clarify it now. Councilwoman Gonzalez.
Well, one of the things I'd like to see now, am I able to make a motion of direction for future discussion item regarding the business plan? Potentially, okay, so I would like to do that, then that would make sense then as it relates to this. So if we can make a motion of direction to add for future discussion, Parks Master Plan and Business Plan as it relates to specifically my parcel, and if you wanted to add anything, Councilmember Boyd, to yours, but specifically for the golf course.
I'll second the one for the golf course.
So Councilmember Gonzalez, your motion of direction is what?
To put a future agenda item for discussion on Parks Master Plan for the golf course as well as a business plan discussion.
And we have a second to that motion of direction is Councilmember Boyd. And the reason Councilwoman Gonzalez, I brought up the master plan, it's something we voted on. I mean, we have our idea, but we already voted. The council may say we still want that, but I think out of common courtesy to have that discussion with her about what they foresee, because we voted on that plan. So that is why, no disrespect to you or Councilmember Boyd, but out of respect for the director, that's why.
And out of respect, madam, we were on tour with Ms. Snook. She was present during that meeting, and so we did get to have that conversation and hear her input. And that's also why I'm excited about some of her vision that she had for this particular project. And so I do think it's important that the council also explore those opportunities with her.
We didn't hear it. Thank you very much to both of you. All in favor of this motion or direction, yes. All opposed, no.